I said I wear hearing aids, so I watch all my movies and TV shows with the subtitles on. My favorite is when the subtitle says, indistinct chatter. Oh, thank God, it's not just me then. That was indistinct for everybody, great. Me and my partner actually recently broke up. Thank you, thanks. But got really quiet in here for a second. Or did it? No, it did, I heard that. The hearing aids, yeah. But, no, I know why it got quiet though, right? It's because I said partner. As soon as somebody says partner, and you don't know them well, you can't even focus on the rest of the conversation. You're just trying to solve the mystery. You're like, partner, huh? You're all looking at me trying to crack the case right now. I can feel it.
We are.
You're like, well, he's kind of got a lisp, but that could be the hearing impairment. I don't know. Don't know what to attribute that to. No, me and my girlfriend broke up to clear up that mystery. Thank you. Because I realized I was gay. But thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
So my parents are really weird. My mom dresses up like my dad, and my dad dresses up like my mom. They're transparent. Oh yeah, they're a real drag. So I've been wearing diapers recently, you guys. I usually only wear diapers for 2 reasons. Number 1 and number 2. I'm going bananas, is what I tell my bananas before I leave the house. I'm going bananas, so I'm glad you guys found that appealing. I hate it when my friends ask me to do them a solid, especially when I've been eating grapes all day. It's not gonna be solid. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you guys on a high note here.
Funny guy. All right, buckle up.
All right. Let's go, Sophia. Ready.
Oh, it's really good to be here. You know, I'm not from California, but I look like I am. Just another wobbly guy on the sidewalk. I made $8 walking over here. Thank you. Hey, can you guys see this bracelet?
Yeah.
Good. Just making sure. Yeah. Look, everybody always thinks that this is one of those copper magnetic healing bracelets. Like, hey, does that thing work? I'm like, oh yeah, man. I was in a wheelchair last week.
Oh!
I'm gonna put it on this arm next week. I better take it off soon, though, you know? I don't want to get too better. Might mess up my show, and then I have to figure out how to be a magic singing ventriloquist or whatever. Let's just say we're not getting a puppet on that thing.
Oh, my God!
I was back in Denver last week, walking down the street, this lady come up to me, she, I think it's so inspirational that you're out. I was like, I'm on my way to the liquor store. I got $8 burning a hole in my pocket. I was at a restaurant with a bunch of friends, and the server went around the table and took everybody's order. And then when they got to me, they're like, and what will he have? My buddy was like, I'm guessing a talk with your manager. Free dinner.
Oh, he's genius. I love him.
Thank you. This is the best Make-A-Wish ever. Thank you.
Oh, hello and welcome to Wanda's World. You know,
Wanda Sykes.
everybody's been talking about the cosmos lately, mostly white folks. So I thought it'd be a good idea to get a bunch of my friends in a rocket ship go up to outer space. Here's Rosie O'Donnell freaking out just as we pass a moon.
Abort mission, I repeat, abort mission. I have too much to live for. I don't want to die before I learn how to sing like Mel B and walk like Heidi Klum in high heels. Whoopi, help me.
What? I kind of like it.
Oh my God.
I think it's nice, floating around, no gravity. Let me tell you, I've had longer days on the View than I had on this trip.
That's great.
Okay, everybody, just simmer down. You know what? We're gonna give Joan Rivers a last word. Let me tell you something. We're hurtling through air 170,000 miles an hour.
Oh my
All
God.
I want to do is open the window so I can get a natural facelift for once. Don't tell Melissa. Thank you so much. Tune back in next week. We're gonna be broadcasting from Uranus.
Well, we are so happy to be here. Let me rephrase that. We are so happy to be away from our kids. Yes. We have kids, though not together. That would be weird if we had kids together. We each have 2 kids. And that is too many kids. Yeah. The only good thing about having 2 kids is that if anybody has less than you and they're complaining about anything, you can leave the conversation you're in mid-sentence, walk over to them, and publicly humiliate them. And that feels so good. Feels great. A friend of ours was on stage, a comedian. He did a 15-minute set about how his one 17-month-old kid was ruining his life. How hard it was to raise, one 17-month-old kid. Well, I was like, dude, if you just have one 17-month-old kid, you're a parent like an optometrist is a doctor. Barely. You're barely a parent. You're a doctor like Dr. Dre is a doctor. Barely. I don't even know if he practices small gynecology. Dr. Dre has a small gynecology practice? Yeah. Where? City of Compton. City of Compton? City of Compton. Yeah. If you don't know what a 17-month-old kid is, we will explain it to you, okay? It is a dog that occasionally talks. That's all that a 17-month-old is. Then I love our friends that just have pets and can't handle that. The pet is too much. We're like, hey, man, we're getting a drink after the show. You want to come with us? Nah, I got to get home and let the dog out. It's my baby. It's my baby. That's my boy. It's like raising a kid. It's exactly like raising a child. We're like, is it? Because if you can tie it up while you go have brunch, it's not a kid. It's not a kid. That's not a kid. If it runs away and 2 weeks later you're like, let's just get another one and call it the same name, it is not a kid. If you can openly have sex in front of it, it is not a kid. If it turns 15 and you're thinking about putting it to sleep, that actually is a kid. That is a horrible teenager that you gotta put down. Speaking of, thank you very much. We're the Sklar Brothers.
I'm okay with my voice, but I still struggle with some things like I have the hardest time at a drive-through. You know, cause you gotta say the order fast, and you're talking through an intercom. It's like, I don't know why I work there. But I want to get to where people start to use my voice as the voice of their GPS. It's like in 1,000 feet, make a U-turn. Your destination is ahead of you on the right. Rerouting. You turn. You should have got. I believe that you can turn anything into positive. That's why I'm here. But I've come along some people who don't think that. Like I did a show one time where a guy stood up and was like, "Hey, you can't just make fun of disabilities just because you have one." I was like, well, did I stutter? Thank you guys so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's right. I am a comedian and I'm also a licensed funeral director and embalmer. So, thank you. So, with that being said, if anybody in here starts choking, go on and let God have his way now. So I can leave here with a check. And people don't believe me when I say that that I'm a funeral director. They don't believe me. And I know why. It's because I act normal. Like, I don't act like Undertaker. You know how, like, most morticians act like they dead, too? You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? I got them cold hands and be talking all slow and weary. How are you feeling today? They only want to talk about the people they think getting ready to die. How is your grandmother doing? And that's when you get mad. If my grandmama find Dracula, get away from me. My grandmama ran 2 miles this morning. She doing good. And y'all love to ask me crazy questions when y'all find out that I'm a funeral director. This is the #1 crazy question. Y'all got, hey man, let me ask you something. Has a dead person ever sat up and tried to grab you?
Yeah.
And I'm glad I'm on national TV so I can make this clear. If I go and get a dead body, and for any reason, they move, let alone grab me, that's my last day at work. The crazy thing is that one time I actually thought a dead person grabbed me. And we got a call that they said a dead person died, okay? So quite naturally, we go to pick up the body, we get the man on the stretcher, we get to the back of the hearse, I open the hearse door to put the dead man in the back of the hearse, and somehow, some kind of way, I didn't see it, but the dead man's hand fell to the side. But I didn't see it because I got my back turned to him. I didn't see it, okay? And the hand messed around and wrapped around the back of my leg. All I could do was, I'm gonna tell you something. You don't know embarrassment until you've had to look a family in the face and say, I'm sorry for peeing on your daddy. And that'll be $10,000. Thank you, AGT. Appreciate it.
All right, let me start by saying this. I love my wife. I love my family. I got a super old stepson. It's weird because my buddies, close friends, they won't date women with kids, which is strange to me because it changed my life. I never thought I could have such a deep love for this child support check. Every other Thursday, me and Stepman wait outside by the mailbox. I got this new move I do for the mail lady when she shows up. I'm like, thank you. Because that's how Stepman and I bond. We buy stuff with the child support check. It's not a lot of money, but we get to hang out, My close friends, they don't even know. They just know the stuff. They're like, dude, where'd you get that jacket? I'm like, my baby daddy. You need to get you one, playboy. I'm just trying to find my parenting flow, Because my parents, they had unique approaches. I remember when I started stand-up, my mom, she just quit her job. 0 savings. She said, Jesus is gonna pay her bills. And several years later, she had 0 debt. She made me a believer because that's when I found out that I was Jesus. Trying to find my parenting flow. So me and Stepman, we hang out. We went to an appliance store. We're leaving, we're in the parking lot. Some lady, she runs out to me. She's like, sir, you forgot this. I'm like, thank you, ma'am. It wasn't mine. I just got nervous. I thought she was coming to tell me my transaction didn't go through. But instead, I got hooked up with some Hoover vacuum cleaner bags, right? But then I'm like, what am I doing? I don't steal. I'm supposed to be a role model for Stepman here. Let me handle this. I'm gonna handle this. Stepman's like, I'll handle it. I'm like, okay. And he handled it. Stepman handled it. He went back inside of the store and stole a vacuum cleaner. And there's my parenting flow. I'm Mikey Winfield. Good night. Thank you, everyone.
What an honor to be auditioning in front of the best judges in the world here at America's Got Talent. But I have to say, though, it took me such a long time to get here in front of you. When I first got here and saw the line of people waiting to audition, my father said to me, wow, this is so much longer than I expected it to be. The last time I heard those words, I was at my doctor getting a physical.
Love that.
I have some exciting news. I just had my first date. A girl from my class came over to my house the other day, and as her mother was leaving, she told my friend, remember, you're allergic to nuts. All I can think... I haven't even said the joke yet.
Yeah, you have.
All I can think to myself was, well, there go my plans for the afternoon. For a long time, I wanted to be a circus performer, and my parents even sent me to circus camp. I learned how to juggle, how to ride a unicycle, and I came home from camp one day telling my mother I wanted to learn a new trick. I wanted to learn how to be a sword swallower. She said, no way, we'll let you do other things, but we're not gonna let you be a sword swallower. So I was upset, and I went to talk to my dad about this. He said, I'm not surprised. Your mother hasn't been interested in sword swallowing since we got engaged. I didn't know my mom was in the circus.
I didn't know my mother was.
Thank you.
I love him. Oh, come on.
So it's a huge misconception that guys are like dogs and women are like cats. We have it backwards, okay? Guys, you're like cats. You're aloof and emotionally unavailable. Women are exactly like dogs. We're exactly like dogs. We're like, hey, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? We're going. We're going. We're going. We're going. We're going. Can I go? Can I go? Can I go? Can I go? I'm gonna wait right here. 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 I'm gonna shoes.
That's great.
See, guys, you're like cats. You're like, oh, you're home. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna feed me. Then I'm gonna stare out the window at nothing. Then I'm gonna pass out in the bathroom. Deal? Do we have a deal? Women are like dogs. We clean up after ourselves, right, ladies? You ever seen a dog vomit? Eats it right back up. Yeah, usually does it in private, eats it up, no evidence. You don't even know what's happened. Guys, you're like cats. You'll just puke anywhere and make a huge scene about it. And then you're like, oh my God, can you clean that up? It's so gross. I don't want to touch it. I don't. Here comes a dog. I got it. I totally got it. Women are like dogs. We need to be groomed. Shampoo, condition, blow dry, fluffy. Guys, you're like cats. You're like, what? I'm dirty? Oh, I'm dirty. Let's go. Thank you. I love it.
Good job.
Be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pants.
Please, Terry.
me. My father was Mr. Pants. Look, I'm gonna make this brief. I only got 1 day left on my return policy. I inherited my father's genes. He immigrated here from a banana republic. It was very hard on me growing up. He used to call me a huge waste. You see, both of my parents wanted me to become a lawyer. Never even came close to becoming a lawyer, but I was once involved in a suit. But I've since traveled the world. Went to Spain, fell madly in love with a Spanish sundress. And we broke up and I was pantalones.
Yeah! I love him.
But I'm happily married now.
Aw.
My wife and I are poly. It's polyester. Our daughter Capri brought home a pair of sweatpants. Hey, I want to be a supportive father, but I want to see her date someone ironed with a crease. This guy looked like he'd been donated. She asked if he could spend the night. I said, in my house, you'll sleep in separate drawers. Hey guys, I'd love to tell you more jokes, but unfortunately, I left them in my other pants. Thank you so much. You've been a lovely crowd of people.
Well, I guess I'll talk about myself. I'm 44, never been married. People ask me why I've never been married. Good question. Probably because I talk to married people all the time. And you know what I'm not hearing? Enthusiasm. Ain't nobody selling this marriage thing. You wouldn't buy any other product if people talked about it the same way people talk about being married. Like if you went to buy a car and the salesman was like, well, this car, it's not easy. It's not easy, you know? You really got to work hard. It takes a lot of work, and there'll be good days and bad days with this car. But don't give up. I ask married people all the time, how do you like being married? At best, you know what I hear? So far, so good. At best. I ask people, how do you like Game of Thrones? They're like, oh my God. I try to meet women on the internet. Anybody do the internet? You got to be careful on the internet. People lie to you on the internet. Now, what's the number one lie on the internet? People lie about their age on the internet, and then they'll put up like an old picture from like 1982. And then they look young in the picture, and then you meet them, and they're 78 years old. That's why I tell women I meet online, look, send me a picture of you holding today's paper. Or at least an iPhone 4, for God's sakes. You gotta know. One picture I saw on the internet, the Berlin Wall was in the background. And it was under construction. Thank you, everybody. That's it for me.
My husband's a great guy. I love him. I got a good one. I got me a 1978 Caucasian. That's a good model, good year. That's right. He's not just regular white either. He's Midwest white, which, that's organic. That is farm to table white, you guys. Like, I went to the source to get my white man. Like, I was not playing. I was like, I'm gonna go where they make y'all. I was so nervous to get married because my husband wanted us to write our own vows. And I grew up a tomboy. I'm a little Puerto Rican girl from the South Bronx, man. I got a thick skin, and I was so afraid that my vows were gonna be the most New York gangster vows. I was so afraid that I was gonna get up there and be like, yo, I dead ass love you, son. On God, I love you, man. And my husband is so excited that he's married a sassy Latina. He loves it, and I get it. I'm the only Latin woman he's ever been with, so I'm his first. Yeah, he's not my first white guy. I've been with white guys before, mainly to gather information, bring it back to my people. Luckily, on my wedding day, I actually had somebody to turn to help me with my vows because I was like super nervous. So I went to a better adult than me, my sister, and me and my sister are tight. We're identical twins. I have a twin sister. And I actually don't talk a lot about being a twin because people ask really stupid twin questions. Like whenever I say I'm an identical twin without fail, someone will go, do you guys look alike? We are very different personality-wise, me and my sister. I'm very silly and playful. My sister's very dark and sarcastic. And she has low self-esteem, which is weird, because she has my face. Yeah. Do you know what it's like when someone that looks exactly like you calls you up and goes, I feel so ugly? That is our face. Thank you so much, guys. That's my time. Thank you.
So, a lot of people around here know me as a pretty friendly and outgoing kid. Some may even say I'm a little too chatty and have this thing called ADHD. If you don't know what that stands for, it's attention, deficit, hyper. Oh, hey, man! That's a rad cert. Now, folks, I might be only 6, but I think I know a thing or two about girls.
Do tell.
An important thing to know about girls is that they say one thing, but always mean another.
That's true.
My mom, for instance, she always tells me to call her mom, and I come find out that's not even her real name. What?
Thank you for coming out. This is great. So I am old. I'm in the autumn of my years. It is, because my foliage is starting to change color.
No.
If you know what I mean.
We know.
I'm at this age where if I were on a sinking ship and there weren't enough lifeboats to go around, right? And I was getting the last seat on the last boat, and just as I was about to climb on board, this young girl comes up, give me this sad face, like I'm supposed to change places with her. Seriously, I'm supposed to say something noble, like, dear, I've had a good life. You take my seat on the lifeboat. I didn't get to be this old by giving up my seat on a lifeboat. You're gonna have to learn to live with disappointment. At least for a couple of more minutes, So in addition to being old, I'm fat, single, and broke. My 401k, I got enough in there for about a month and a half of Netflix. I'm a complete and utter physical wreck. My primary care doctor is a paleontologist. I don't work out because I got the really bad arthritis. Not like my cousin. My cousin's 70 years old. She ran a marathon at 70, 26 and a half miles. I know! Making me look bad. I smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day. I jog a block and a half. I'm starting to see dead relatives the end of the street going. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Leo Lytel. I am 15 years old, and I'm single. I've been single, let's see here, pretty much my whole life. Pretty sure it's because I'm unemployed. I live at home with my parents, and I don't have a car. These are all big red flags. It's why I don't get much attention on Match.com. I do, however, have a lot of success on Tinder, where I am a buff 28-year-old Georgetown medical student with a Porsche and a trust fund. Now, I'm a teenager, so I'm in that awkward phase of life. I'm kind of a mutant creature, part adult, part child. But I look back on the early years of childhood fondly. Those good old memories, like when you get in the van and it turns out the man doesn't have any candy. Of course, nowadays, candy won't cut it. We're in the 21st century. You need something like free Wi-Fi to up the ante. That's really all a kid wants anymore, speaking from experience. And I want to thank my mom and dad for being so supportive of my comedy. My mom helps me book gigs, and my dad helps me write my material. So I like to think I'm pretty far along in the entertainment industry because I've got two things that a lot of people strive to have. I have a Jewish writer, and my agent is a girl I used to sleep with. Thank you. I'm Leo Lytel.
Wow, this is very exciting. I kind of dressed up for you guys. I'm just dressing for the job I want now, which is an attainable trophy wife. I just want to be a participation trophy wife. I want guys to look at me and be like, yeah, I could afford that. She looks like she'd appreciate like a thrift store frock, something half off. I do like thrift stores. I shop at them a lot. I think it's because I emotionally connect to the clothing, because I know what it's like to feel used. I am still looking for love, but it's hard. You know, I just got my heart broken for the 15th time by the same guy. I love her. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 15 times, wow. I'm impressed. What else you got? But he was successful, and I think at first that sounds fun, you know, to date a successful guy, like a guy with money. The problem is I found out they don't always give you the money. Right? Sometimes they just talk about having the money, and you're like, can I have some? And they're like, no, but you can watch me have it. And you're like, that's not as fun as sharing. And he would show me things he had. Like, one time he showed me a house he had in the woods, and he did a big gesture, like, look at my house. And I was like, uh-huh. And he's like, wow, I thought you'd have a bigger reaction. And I was like, are you giving me the house? Like, I'll react if you're giving me the house, but I can look at houses that aren't mine all day long. I can Google the mansion section and be like, ooh, look at all the houses that aren't mine. I'm not gonna have a reaction. If you want a reaction, give me a house. I'll react however you want. Then he'd vent about his problems. He'd be like, I don't know if I should vacation in Paris or Rome this summer. I was like, I get it. I totally get it. Because sometimes I'm like, should I cry in my car or my studio apartment tonight? Like, where should I cry?
Wow.
Enjoy Rome.
Oh my God.
I also found out I'm sapiosexual, which means I like smart men. So I'll probably die alone.
You kind of got us all right there.
Thanks so much. That's it for me.
I actually just turned 27. I celebrated my birthday a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it's weird turning 27 because I feel like I'm getting older, but my face isn't. Yeah, it's strange. Like, it's tough having a baby face, you know, because, like, all I wanted to do for my birthday was to celebrate by getting a nice bottle of wine, you know, like an adult. But when I went to the store, I picked out the bottle I wanted, I went to the counter, I put it on the counter, as you do for purchases, right? And the lady looked at me, she looked at the bottle, she looked back at me, and she went, ha! No! That was it. That was the whole transaction. That's not protocol. You don't just get to go, no. Right? I was upset. I wasn't mad that she thought I was underage. I get it. I look 17 at best. I wasn't mad she thought I was young. But I was upset that she thought an underage person would be buying wine. Right? Like, I don't understand. In what world do you live in, Rebecca? Where some 17-year-old dude is showing up to this house party like, y'all not gonna believe this. I got Pinot Grigio! Yeah, got that 2 shots of Chardonnay. Let's start a book club. Yeah. It's never happened, right? You don't know a 17-year-old that owns a corkscrew. That's weird, all right? Not one time in your entire life can you tell me a time where you've seen a 17-year-old dude be like, This Merlot pairs so well with the Doritos Locos Taco.
Oh, that's good.
It is just something about Zinfandels in a Hot Pocket that is to die for. I think there's 2 things alcohol-wise we should stop IDing for altogether, right? Wine and bourbon. Yeah, because no matter how old you are, if you're drinking them, you've earned it. Think about it. If you're drinking wine, clearly you have a lot of emotions and you're going through some things. And if you're drinking bourbon, you have no emotions. You've been through some things. Thank you guys. It's been my time.
Okay. Well, hello, everybody.
Hi.
So a little bit about me. I'm adopted, which basically means my original family said no thank you. My sister's actually adopted too. My mom can't have kids because she's emotionally unavailable for committed relationships. My sister growing up was the golden child. Like when she graduated high school, my parents threw her a huge party and I got nothing when I dropped out. They're always like, Scott, why can't you be more like your sister? I'm like, how's this?
That's funny.
They're like, oh my gosh, that's horrifying. But actually, I haven't always looked like this. True story starring me. I used to be 300 pounds. Can you believe it? Yes, Mel B, yes. Heidi, can you believe it?
I don't believe you.
I miss being fat. You know, I miss being able to wear a t-shirt and sweatpants to formal events and people being totally fine with that, you know? And okay, you know who I was really jealous of growing up? Besides skinny people and kids whose parents kept them.
Oh my gosh.
Someone applauding, yay, I was rejected too. The Girl Scouts. I was in the Boy Scouts. My mom signed me up for Boy Scouts. But while the Girl Scouts were sipping soda over at the Holiday Inn Express watching The Little Mermaid for their Marine Time Under the Sea Fun Time badge, I was in the middle of Bucktooth, Kentucky trying to survive off testosterone and trail mix. Talking about, all right, boys, we brought you out here to teach you survival skills. Oh, really? Why don't you teach me how to do my taxes? Why don't you teach me how to deal with a breakup text? LOL. Okay, I'm done.
I'm glad to be back on stage, man. I've been quarantined for 8 months. It was awful. I've been doing nothing but watching documentaries on serial killers. Have you seen these guys? My God, white people have won that battle. My roommate's actually white, and he's like, this is racist. Not all white people are serial killers. I'm like, well, it looks like all serial killers are white here, buddy. We're on season 14. Come on, you know what I'm saying? It's a clean sweep. Let's go. And I feel bad because white people are actually the only people in the world that can be serial killers. There's no other ethnicity in the world that can get away with 8 unsolved murders in a row. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think black people want to be serial killers? Of course they do. They cannot. Could you imagine a black serial killer? He would get pulled over on the way to getting supplies. He hasn't even done anything yet. Come on. Indians, Asians, Hispanics, we can't be serial killers. Our family's way too nosy. My mom's an old Indian lady. She's a snitch. My mom will just show up. Where is the rope? What happened to the duct tape? Where is the bleach? I'm calling the cops. I'm like, come on, Mom, you raised me. Don't do this. I'm your son. Come on. The quarantine sucked for all comedians. We all went broke. When you're broke, it's tough to pay bills even if you have money. There are too many passwords.
I know.
How are we supposed to remember this? I got the Verizon bill last week. I had to crack the Da Vinci Code to pay this. It took too long. I had the bill in front of me. I called them up. I'm like, what's up, Verizon? It's me, Kabir Singh. Let's do this. Come on. They're like, what's your account number? I'm like, 478-9432. Where do you live? 2000 Walnut Avenue. What's your date of birth? 12/30/84. Then he's like, what's your bill pay password? I was like, you... I was like, I don't know what that is, and I think you know that I don't know what that is. Let me just pay this. He's like, I cannot, I need your bill pay password. I need to make sure it's you. I'm like, who's out there paying other people's bills? Come on! That was fun. It was an absolute honor performing for you guys. Thank you very much.